What's up, traders? This is the weekly outlook video. It's June 2024. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's June? I can't. But, you know, the days pass so fast, and especially when you're moving and you're trying to make things happen, and you are making things happen, and that's exactly what we're doing with Top One. My name's Clay, if you don't know me already. I'm founder, chief trading officer, and I'm your go-to guy with Top One, whatever you need. And I'm here to just do a little market analysis and some setups that I think look really solid upcoming week. Really like, and before I get into the rest of this, let's take a look. First and foremost, when you're making a game plan for the week, you want to look at this. You want to see what news we have coming up so you can just like have a decent idea of what kind of weeks it's going to be. Like, you know, is it a interest rate week? Is it an inflation week? And this is the first week of June. So what do we got? We got NFP. So NFP week, right? Everybody's favorite. It's either a dud and a much ado about nothing, or, you know, it's a big markets go one way and the dollar goes completely the opposite direction. So sometimes it seems pretty irrelevant, but it's super important to know what's going on. I think that's the biggest news, aside from we have monetary policy out of Euro and CAD. So, you know, it's going to be a pretty big week specific. We have PMIs for the U.S., CAD interest rates, Euro interest rates. So getting back to it, before I take a look at those pairs, I really like Aussie New Zealand. Like, you know, this is just kind of actually one of my favorite pairs to trade because it's so just slow trending, easy to hit those pullbacks. At least in my, you know, sometimes trading's never easy, but it's a great pair to trade. And, you know, I think we're making a new low, and sometimes, you know, I like to use high konashi candles to just have a little peek at what might be going on here. You know, so we have our, and the way these work, if you're not used to them, they're really good at showing where the pullbacks are, especially in an actual trend. So move up, pullback, move up, pullback. And so we are hitting a bit of a breakdown here. And so this looks like we're basing out, doing some consolidation. And, you know, we could make this next leg, you know, on either side of this this structure here that's being formed. So if you take a look at some of these other New Zealand pairs, Euro New Zealand, right? I mean, man, there's some good shorting opportunities here. Nice little move, pullback move. Euro New Zealand, Pound New Zealand's another one that, you know, I took a shot at a couple weeks ago. For that 1 to 5, got taken out at entry there, unfortunately. But, you know, so we're seeing some, and we can go to the flip side of that, some strong NZD strength here. You know, really strong. NJ, right? This is, man, this would have been a super, I don't want to say easy long here, but it would have been a pretty well-placed trade. Nice little pullback to the support. And so New Zealand is finishing the week really, really strong. So getting back to the dollar, you know, I like the dollar index here. There's a lot going on in that, but the dollar index is looking pretty bearish, you know, if you ask me. We're just kind of going a little sideways here from this consolidation. Now, if you take a look at GU, you know, we're in a breakout mode. I'll remove the envelope and that simple moving average, 200 moving average, classic. But, you know, you can look at this as a good old-fashioned breakout, right? So GU, Euro USD, similar type situation. And, you know, now we're going a little bit sideways here. Now, the dollar index is a reverse correlation of the of Euro USD, right? So if you can see, here's a move up, going sideways. Here's the dollar index, a move down, going sideways. And so if this trend continues, so to speak, then I think that, you know, we finding some long entries could be a pretty good game plan. Or excuse me, long entries on Euro USD could be a pretty good game plan, especially rolling into the interest interest rate announcement for the euro. So now let's take a look at dollar CAD as well. Just really like up and down movement here. I actually caught a really nice entry though at the 78.6 spot right here. Turned out to be a pretty good play. So, you know, if we say, depending on what happens on Wednesday with the Bank of Canada, and always on NFP, you should remember NFP Friday, most people forget about these, employment from CAD, unemployment rate, and a lot of times those are a sleeper. So, you know, we are forming some nice, well, we got a nice resistance here. We have some supports here. So, you know, if we break down out of this, here's the simple moving average. Here's the envelope. So say, you know, and the reason why I put that on is because, and the reason why I have it is to help identify big trend moves like this one right here. You know, you can see it really easily that way. So now we're going sideways right here, but if we were to break out, or break down, I should say, you know, here's where we might see, if, depending on what happens with Bank of Canada and then NFP as well. But, you know, looking at some of this other price action with the dollar, NU, of course, NU New Zealand super bullish right now, but AU, all these trending upwards. So I think it's going to be a big week for the dollar. A lot of uncertainty leading up to NFP, as it always is. So be mindful of that. But let's have an amazing summer, everybody. We got Father's Day. It's going to be really cool. And we're going to have a huge month here at Top One with a bunch of cool stuff planned. Y'all are ready for sure. So, all right, y'all. Let's have a great week. Peace.